In this lesson we're going to continue looking at factorising harder trinomials, but look at some different examples of positives where the coefficient of the x squared has more than one combination of factors, but the n number doesn't. Okay, so the n number is the obvious one in this case, and the next example too. So if you look at the n number here, there is only one way to multiply to make 1, which is 1 and 1, so we start with that. Okay, you always want a starting point, and this is the thing that we can clearly identify. 1 times 1 makes 1. So we're really looking at things to multiply to make 4 this time, so kind of the opposite way around. Okay, so let's look at factors of 4. So if you look at 4, you think, well, I could have 1 times 4, or I could have 2 times 2. Now we're trying to generate a 4x in the middle, and some of you might see it already, 2x and 2x to generate that, but I'm going to explore what happens when you put in the 1 and the 4. So we'll have a wee look at that. So if you put the 4x and the x in. Now the insides come to 1x, and the outsides come to 4x, so that's going to generate 5x with pluses. That's not going to work. So you have to say, okay, if I switched it round to put an x and a 4x here, would it change it? No, it wouldn't. So I better go for the 2x and the 2x. You should be able to spot that initially, and if you can't, you can work it through like this. Okay, well, let's see, the insides come to 2x, the outsides come to 2x, that's going to create the 4x in the middle, so there's your answer. Now if you want to multiply it out to double check it, if you're not sure of this at all, and you're good at multiplying out brackets, it's an easy way to find if you've went wrong. Right, last one of these examples where the n number is the obvious one. So you look at the n number here and you say, well, there's only one way to make 2, so that's 2 times 1. So you fill that in because it's information that's definite. We're now going to have a focus on this 6 at the front to make something to multiply to make 6x squared. So you've got some options there. If you think about factors of 6, you're thinking 1 and 6, or 2 and 3. So we can have an x and a 6x, or a 6x and an x. We can have a 2x and a 3x, or a 3x and a 2x. Now firstly I'm going to pick the factors that are closer together. Not to say that it always works, but it's quite often the correct way to start. Your trial and error start. So let's have a look at this. The insides create 6x, the outsides create 2x. That's going to make an 8x. That's not going to work for me, so I'll switch the 2x and the 3x around and see if that works. Okay, the insides are going to make 4x and the outsides are going to make 3x. That's going to make 7, so that's it. Okay, and again you could multiply it out to double check to see if it fully works.